Let's talk Ulta Target for like 5 minutes. So, from my perspective, super interesting. I mean, I think that if you think about kind of the role that Target plays as being like a curator, being, elevates, right? It's not just a retailer. They've got specialized sections of the store that each try to, it's just a really cool experience. And as well as being like, they have a sizable beauty business. So to, hand that over or to give space to somebody else is a big deal, right? Particularly, not necessarily a competing retailer, but kind of a competing retailer. And so that's, that in and of itself is a really big deal. And then for you guys, your background or your focus on being the kind of beauty guru, right? Or having that beauty expertise, and bringing that to the table, that's got to be a big part of it. But then also, I'm assuming that this kind of came about during the pandemic when, hey, like having exposure in an essential retailer is obviously beneficial for us if anything like this comes back again. And so it's just a fascinating topic. So, starting at the top, what are some of the considerations that you have to think about now that you guys have decided to do it? Like, how much interaction are you doing with the Target team? How do you think about supporting them, but also supporting yourself? Like, talk to me about that dynamic.
I mean, we are so excited about the partnership. And, so you start with two brands that have very similar DNA when you think about authenticity and trust with consumers.
There's so much alignment.
So much.
It just feels right.
So much. And that's why consumers, I mean, when we announced it, you go look at like the Instagram responses, it was like, two of my favorites.
That had to be a really exciting time that day. Be like, hey guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Totally. Yeah. And then you throw Starbucks in there because beauty lovers were like, Target, Starbucks, and Ulta Beauty. This is a dream come true.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's awesome. I think you mentioned our beauty expertise, and consumers look at us as the number one beauty destination. Particular strength with Gen Z, up and coming beauty lovers. And, we're seen as number one in hair, makeup, and skin. I mean, this is something that we bring uniquely into the Target space. Target has been doing a great job with their beauty department and their beauty growth. So this just takes it to the next level for them. Being able to bring in a lot of prestige, iconic brands into the Target space for the first time under this, curated and elevated Ulta Beauty experience is what is really special. We'll have those iconic brands. We'll have curated discovery zones. We're going to have a Target team member that's trained by Ulta Beauty in beauty. Yep. That's going to staff that 100% of the time. So it's going to be, a highly interactive, human connected experience, which is really exciting. To your question of, the interworkings of the teams, yes, we have established at all levels great working relationships with the Target team to really bring the best of both worlds together. This is why this, it's like, to people, and then, oh yeah, it's kind of the reaction. Like, it totally makes sense that these two powerhouses would come together. So now it's just us kind of working the fine tuning that we're working on how we express the proposition. We're finalizing what the store environment is going to look like. We're finalizing what training of the associates are going to look like. Our brand partners are such a key piece of this, and they are really excited about the partnership, and they're really excited to help make that work. And all of that's kind of setting up new processes. Like, we're working with Ulta Beauty and Target. How does that work? So that's all the kind of the inner working of what we're working through right now. But not only are we two brands that from a brand standpoint to consumers feel like we are simpatico, we're also like that as two internal teams. and feel like we share a lot of the same values of how we collaborate and how we think about the business. So I'm really proud of how our teams have been working through that together. We're making tremendous amount of progress, and we're really excited to launch it at the back half this year. Get people in the store. We really believe that this creates an ecosystem, a stronger beauty ecosystem, back and forth from Target to Ulta Beauty. So that's where I think it's really special.
It seems fantastic.